Oh, Johnny.
Oh, man.
Such an episode.
I mean, it's sort of like everything changed.
Oh, my God. Like it did a 380 right after a 1040.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It was
the Tony Hawk of episodes.
Right. It was like they did a kickflip and a back somersault.
I mean, I'm thinking one way. I'm thinking another. I'm feeling one. An emotional roller coaster.
I'm torn. It's like you were put on one of those things in medieval times where they pull your limbs from your torso. I'm in 5 pieces. I'm assuming they pull your head off too.
You know, before we dive into the meat of this episode and really get going,
business.
I've been looking at some of the tweets.
Yes. What do you got?
Some of the Facebook
posts,
and I mean, people have said some really insightful things.
They really are like the pulse of the body electric. If the body electric is Zag.
Yeah. Well, that's really well said.
Thank you. I was thinking about it last night. I was thinking, what's a good analogy? You know?
Huh. Mm-hmm. The pulse of the body electric.
If
never heard that before.
Yeah.
You should write that down.
What else is interesting, Johnny? There's I follow Twitter a lot, mostly for Zag. And I saw this person, they're an Olympian in another country. So A, I don't care about them.
Right.
B, but
already.
I saw their tweet, and the tweet was something like this. It was like, if on a deserted island you put 2 men, the population is done, right?
Yeah.
And then it's like, if you put 2 women, the population's done. If you put like 2 gay men, the population's done. I mean, I don't even know why she had to point that out, because 2 men anyway.
They're probably
and then
gay.
Like a trans woman and a man, the population's dead, right? And I was like, what is your point? Why? Who's picking her to decide who goes on the deserted island?
That's a good point.
Right.
No one's asking that
question.
question.
Let me just tell you, there was what I would call backlash. People were PO'd for all kinds of reasons. Mostly, I think, her deciding she gets to decide.
And you know me. I'm not a big Olympics guy.
I know. You don't really care. But let me just say this. Then, to defend herself, she said something like, "Oh, I'm really sorry if everybody get bent out of shape. It was just an analogy." That's not an analogy, Johnny.
Again, I don't know.
An analogy is this is to this as that is to that.
Oh,
so, like, that's what it is. And she's stupid. That's all I had to say.
Well,
about
the
that.
Olympics is stupid. I mean, the whole
dumb.
thing
They're
of
amateurs.
world competition.
Give me professionals.
That's what, exactly.
I mean, you don't want to listen to people podcasts that aren't really good at it like us.
Exactly. We've been doing this a long time.
Long time.
All right. And here we go. Business. Got some tweets. Again, these are the most interacted with tweets. We don't handpick these. We just go with
stats. The stats don't lie.
The stats don't lie. We're big into data.
Yeah, we're big into the data crunching.
First tweet from Slam Master Pam at Zagnuts. What the heck is going on with the beach? There is a basement on the beach. Din Din is cray cray.
Oh,
bring me more Zag.
I can't agree with...
Hashtag more Zag, not less.
Right. I can't agree with Pam. I'm going to just call her Pam because the whole thing confused me.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
I know.
Who has a basement at the beach?
But then they go down and we see.
It's a cavern. It's like a tunnel of caverns.
We'll get to it.
We will get to it.
There's more to talk about.
Yes.
Here we go. Second tweet. This is from Peter Paul No Mary. Is Zag being canceled? And if so, why? If not, why not? Also, is there a God? Hashtag things that make you freak out.
I'm going to agree with them on the last one.
Those things
sleep.
do make me freak out.
I can't sleep at night because I'm like, is there, isn't there, and did I sin? That's the big one.
Yeah, I have a lot of latent guilt.
Yeah.
But, you know.
You were brought up, what, Catholic?
Later. I mean, I was part of that, people are going to call it a cult now. It was a community.
Uh-huh.
You remember.
Intentional.
intentional community on the lip of the east side of the Gulch.
We were not allowed near there growing up.
And good. I mean, because there was a lot of shooting, and if you didn't know how to use the guns,
right,
it wasn't a safe environment.
Wayward bullets. They call them
but
wayward.
Then it started to be. I mean, you know.
Now, tell me more about the minister. I heard that they sadly, or not sadly, passed.
Well, yeah, that is sort of, you know, it's debated. Some say that
What
he
happened?
just, assumed a higher form.
Right.
And kind of was lifted.
Like L. Ron Hubbard left his body mass.
Similar.
In order to...
There's actually a lot of crossover between our community and...
So, Johnny, I'm going to go out on a limb and say, would you be the Tom Cruise of this cult?
No. I mean, you know my father.
Yeah.
He very much was.
The Tom.
Well known.
Very well known.
Family man. Definitely spoke for...
the church.
Church.
Did you call it a church or more of a
we
movement?
called it a community. Sometimes we referred to it as the movement.
Right.
You know, the FBI eventually.
They had a different name. Else. Yeah.
But, I mean, it was... I think when I was there, when we were there, it all seemed normal.
Yeah. I guess that's part of being in a cult is feeling like
always
you're
nursing,
normal.
All those things.
What did you say, nursing?
It was part of the belief system was that everyone should nurse sort of just...
Well into their toddler...
There's no end to it.
Oh,
there's no end.
Okay, that's...
Which, I mean, again, it's like nutritionally...
It's
hard to argue
it's science.
With. Yeah. And that's what he was. His background was as a nutritionist.
Right.
I mean, it's interesting. Again, this is for the Zag. This is for not Zag. This is for the Pittsville History Podcast.
Right. Oh, yeah. Zag.
Because that...
I'll tell you what, Johnny, sometimes when I hear a little bit about your background and your history that I didn't know about, I would like to tell Dindon to incorporate some of this because it's hard to believe.
Oh, man. Well, yeah. Some of it was wild. We had some wild times.
Now, your mother left the church or community.
Well, she escaped.
She
fled.
Right. Do you know where she is now?
No. Well, no. Some of us, no. And that's why the other day we got a tweet and it said, not your mom.
Right.
And it was my mother's name. But I think that's just harassment from former...
community members.
Yeah, community members. They tend to find me and...
It's odd, though, that you got out of it. Well, that it doesn't exist anymore. And I imagine
it doesn't not exist. It's just, it's been sort of kicked out of Pittsville, at least.
Right. But you've remained in Pittsville. To me, that means you're a loyal Pittsvillian.
I'll tell you, it's a beautiful place.
Yeah. Legally, there's nowhere else I'm allowed to live. But even if I had choices, I would not leave.
And I think that
says a lot.
That says a lot.
Yeah.
It should be the motto of Pittsville.
Legally cannot live anywhere else, or I would still choose it. Well, whatever.
Here we go.
Is this
third tweet?
Third tweet.
Very interacted with. Not our top one, but top three. That's pretty good.
Top three.
You two should really look into a new thing I think you'd really enjoy. It's called euthanasia. Hashtag, it looks like it's in German. Die bitches, you suck so hard. Oh, no, this is in English. Your show is a waste of human flesh. Okay. But you know what?
Oh, wow.
You know who this is from?
That's harsh, Johnny.
Punk rock sucks, give me smooth jazz. I think I know who this is.
I think we all know who that is.
Okay, Lenny. You know what? Enough.
Funny Lenny.
That guy's cracks me up.
He's a joker.
He is such a joker.
Who likes smooth jazz?
Remember that time he killed my dog?
God, he's funny.
Oh, my God.
What did he do? It was poison. Yeah. Oh, God, what a prankster.
Oh, my. I was distraught. He got me.
Yeah, he got
But I
you
had
good.
to say, all right, Lenny.
You did get me. You got one over on me and the dog.
He likes smooth jazz. So, I don't know. I think this is Lenny.
Yeah.
Because he's pranking us.
What is euthanasia?
Well, I don't know. Children. Again, I'm not really up to date on all the...
biology.
You know me, I can't keep up with the terms.
Right.
I'm doing my best.
Well, I guess maybe that's something we should look into. Maybe if Lenny's not pranking us on that, we should look into it and see what it is.
That's a good idea. I'll pull up Ask Jeeves and I'll
ask Jeeves about that.
What do you got here for us today?
Well, I don't mind telling you that I have a couple tweets.
Oh.
A couple tweets.
All right.
From @CinnamonSymbolism. Says, so Zag is like a doctor experiment now? Hashtag what? It's a lot of A's.
Yeah.
Hashtag wild ride.
Hey, I second that.
What are they talking? What do they mean,
Talking
doctor?
about down below on the beach in the basement.
In the basement. What about what doctor? What
right? Okay. You remember? If you blinked, you might have missed it. Around the corner, they're in the cavern, and suddenly there's this like hallway. Mm-hmm. It looks modern. Remember?
It looks like a hospital, but we haven't seen. Okay.
So I think there's some extrapolating going on.
Yeah, I think they're taking an idea and then branching
we haven't seen,
out.
You're right.
On it.
We've only seen the hospital.
What looks like a hospital. Look,
But anyway, that's a doctor experiment. I don't know. That seems like a stretch.
That would be.
I mean,
it'd be another
season.
It'd be
2.
another loose lug nut on the roller coaster that we're on. No, the one that lets the car derail, and everyone dies.
Right. That's how we feel.
That's how I feel. I'm getting murdered by this plot.
Yeah. It's
All
twisting
right.
me around. Loop the loop.
This next one here has been retweeted twice, so we don't know the reach of that.
Right, that could be.
Could be that's in the millions of
theoretically
people could have seen that.
Yeah.
This is from @SkiffyAtHeart.
Oh boy, we know which side he's on.
Yep. Mind is blown. Ditto with you. Hashtag Zag is back to being the best show on TV. I agree.
I don't think it ever left.
Yeah.
I don't think it ever left.
Well, @SkiffyAtHeart thinks maybe there was a little bump.
Sure.
Road.
I think it's all part of the journey.
Yeah. Dindon's got a big game, I think.
Oh, yeah, the long game.
Yeah. It's hashtag Team Skiffy, obviously.
Clearly.
And hashtag Death to Bobby. Oh, that's harsh.
Well, but if he's Team Skiffy right now.
Yeah, but...
If he's Team Skiffy.
I don't know. Are they mutually subordinate? Do you must hate Bobby in order to love a Skiffy? Begs the question.
And again, it's which Skiffy.
Exactly, because there seems to be a factions of them.
So maybe he's sort of a Skiffy purist.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we got some Facebook.
Yep.
Again, these are on our page.
Oh, I know, yeah.
Like are on our page, top rated, top interacted with. We're talking likes, we're talking loves, comments, whatever it is.
And people can share them out like without us knowing. So these could be far, and these could reach hundreds of people.
What we do is we sagrapate them. And it's when we get them all together and we look at the numbers and then we just read them out. So this is from Clara Blount. Hey Zagnuts, have you ever considered that the lesbians might be pansexual? I'm not, just so you know.
Who's
pansexual? Clara Blount.
Clara Blount. Pansexual. I'm sorry. I'm trying to keep up with everything, but who's attracted to kitchenware? I don't get it.
But some people...
Like, you can't fall in love with a colander.
But it's pansexual. It's not about falling in love. I think this is
like a fetish.
And it's like, this is a family program.
Yeah, we don't need this.
I don't think that the lesbians...
This is kind of smut.
Yeah.
Don't use that word.
I mean, you know what? Yep. I can't believe that's our number one interact. I think it's just shock value.
Yep. Sometimes people just are like, what the hell did I read? I'm sharing it. Yeah.
So here's the second one. So let's hope this is a little more...
Let's hope it gets better. Can't get worse.
This is
My dad used to always say.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Can't get much worse than it is right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, unless you talk.
My dad always used to say that if you don't put onions in your bed, then that's how the lizards find you.
Really? That is good, solid advice.
Well, sure. It was back then.
Yeah.
This is from Regina Plotkinok. You know that name.
I do, but I
Plotkinok.
thought they left town.
Well, do you ever really leave?
Not really. Not in your heart.
Not in your. You can take the Plotkinok out of the Gulch, but you can't take the Gulch out of the Plotkinok.
That's a fact. They could be writing from Florida for all we know.
That's true.
A lot of people
Worldwide.
connect to the Zagcast because they know it's from Pittsburgh.
International.
Yeah. What's she have to say?
Lots of people think I look like Cindy or the actress that plays Cindy. What do you think? Sorry, there's not profile pic. My parents won't let me till I'm 18. Now, I'm going to say I like those parents.
Yeah, good parenting.
Get off the web, kids. There's predators. There are.
Yeah, I'm not fighting.
I don't want to be political.
Well, no,
but
I believe it's more safety centered.
Yeah.
And let me just tell you something. Nobody needs to see your picture on the internet.
Exactly.
What's
Thank
next?
you. Thank you.
Next? Selfies? That sounds selfish to me.
It does. It's right in the name.
Yeah.
You can't spell selfish without selfie.
Right. And everybody will tell you that.
So, Regina, I don't know if you look like Cindy, but if you do...
We have no way to tell.
If you do, good for you.
And if you don't...
You're going to be all right.
Cry me a river.
Yeah.
You're going to be fine.
Anyway, let's get through it. This is from this looks like a foreign name. Robera Sinclair.
Robera Sinclair. Yeah.
It says not enough info on the closet cultists. Oh. And then there's a few spaces, and below that it says sorry, wrong show. Okay.
Oh, that makes sense.
Because
I don't know there's any closet cultists.
That's a close one.
Whew. I thought I was going to have to go back and rewatch. Not that I would mind.
But I've already done my 5, and
Yeah.
I don't think I would have. I'm pretty sharp.
You can't miss that.
I'm pretty sharp these
Not after
days.
5 viewings.
No. And top pooch.
The top pooch. I didn't
Now-
get any pooches this week.
And that's the deal. I
What do
got to
you mean?
read this to you.
All right, go ahead.
This is from the official Pooch account.
They pooched at us?
They pooched at us, and it says, sorry, Poochie has been purchased by Twitter, and now you can use 2,800 characters. Thanks, Twitter.
Oh, son of a bitch.
I know. I read it, and
Poochie was the
I had to
one...
pull the car over.
I bet.
I was checking my phone, and I get a Pooch alert, and I had to pull over. I was so upset.
Why would someone... I don't know who owns Poochie, but
I do now.
Well, yeah, but previously. I'd like to tell them I have strong feelings about this, and so I feel like I need to be quiet for a second, because the language that could come out of me right now, I feel like I could say some things I say to Al.
Right.
And I don't want to do that to my listeners.
We'll get it out. I mean, it's just money, folks.
But Poochie was such a unique.
Yeah, a bright spot. A bright spot on the internet.
It really challenged you to think within the confines of
it wasn't
the 10
just
character.
It wasn't
was a
just
14 character limit.
It wasn't just you spewing out whatever.
20. How many characters?
This is 2,800.
For the love of God, that's an essay. If I want to read a well thought out, researched essay, I'll go to BuzzFeed.
Seriously.
Right?
I don't want to look at a graph.
I know. I don't want
to look at a chart.
I don't want to look at data
unless it's
out in a way that I can understand it.
Yeah, I want concise. I want clarity.
This is it, done.
Move on. I'm a busy man.
Yeah, we're busy
I work
people.
3 jobs.
Yeah. Well, Judith demands it.
Yeah.
You know what? Do you want to tell everybody the good news?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm happy to.
Do it.
All right. I'll break the news on the air. Judith's pregnant again.
Oh, my God.
I know.
This is so shocking after the vasectomy.
Well, the doctor said that these things happen.
I've heard the reversible.
No, but I didn't reverse mine. So it just might not have taken. Just didn't take, I guess, is my only thought.
Johnny.
Which I didn't know was possible.
I don't think it not taking is an option, Johnny. They snipped that thing.
Yeah,
And
but
snip
what's
it,
a
tie
snip?
both ends in knots.
What's a snip? I got a cut on my arm. I don't have a big hole in my arm for the rest of my life. The skin reconnects.
I'm worried that you think
the
your
skin-
guys jumped from one knot to another knot, and then Johnny.
No. I'm not saying. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. Is my point. So I can't.
Let me just say this.
Yeah.
Here are the facts, Johnny.
Sure.
You had a vasectomy.
Yeah.
Judith is pregnant.
Yeah. It's great.
Do you believe in God?
Yeah.
You are the father.
Of course.
Of course. Okay. Case closed. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. Well, congratulations to you and Judith.
Thank you.
Have any names in mind? Do you know what gender? Are you going to do a gender reveal
Judith
party?
won't tell me.
Yeah? She's
She
so
knows.
secretive.
I know. She's so
Funny.
secretive.
It's so
Sometimes
funny.
I don't know where she's been, for like a week.
Yeah.
She just...
Well,
and
it's
that's
always like
just who
she's
she
planning
is.
some kind of party for you or something.
It's
Because I
true.
know that time she was away for the weekend, she came back and said, you don't know now, but you will at some point. I got something for you.
That's right.
And did she ever show you what that gift was?
I'm guessing it was the pregnancy.
Oh, my God. I bet you're right.
That's my thing.
Yeah.
That's my thing.
Now, this will be number 4? Maybe
Assuming it's not...
triplets
twins
again.
or triplets or
Oh,
something.
she is a fertile Franny, isn't she?
Well, I had a vasectomy, so... she
She's
can
so
still,
fertile. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, good on you, Judith, if you're listening. I know you don't listen to the show because you don't like Johnny's voice, but...
She can read... She'll read the
she
transcript,
the transcript.
sometimes, maybe.
We don't thank Sandy enough for doing the transcripts for us. She
That's
is
true.
tireless.
That's true.
She puts out the best transcripts word for word. It's almost like she listens to
And it's
everything we say.
verbatim.
Yeah, and
You
writes
get
it down.
you get a...
And sometimes you get a Johnny,
And how do you
Well, she does. She does with a lot of P's, Q's, and an RS combination. For that.
Yeah, it's true. So, shout out to Sandy.
Sandy is the best
Couldn't
transcriber.
do the transcriptions
Without her. I
without
wouldn't
you.
do them
I
without
wouldn't
her.
do it.
No, I don't have time for that.
I can't. You know me. I don't really...
I don't even
the
remember
typing.
what I just said. How could I remember what you said?
What I said.
Right? Yeah.
Or what you said.
Or what anybody said,
Yeah.
really.
Should we read an ad before we dive into the episode and do a recap?
Yes. Yeah, do it.
All right.
All right,
we have
go.
actually 2 new advertisers today.
You know what, Johnny? This is something I noticed. After we explained to the Pittsville people how the sponsorship works, there was some confusion. They thought that they paid us. When they found out that we pay them, we have over 200 requests now, and we've only gotten to 2 so far.
And that's the deal. I mean,
And
we're
that's
a real
how popular
podcast.
we are.
Yeah, we're a
People
real...
want to support us.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right.
So
well,
this is an ad for... Well, I'll do an official ad.
Do official.
The Mud Corner Movie Hut. Zag is so happy to have yet another sponsor for our show. Go down to the Mud Corner Movie Hut and rent any new release VHS for just $4 a night. Remember to use the code ZAGNUTS for a 50% discount on any 80s hit. Remember Pretty in Pink? We do. We have 7 copies. Remember to be kind and rewind. Jerry, our rewinder, is only in on Thursdays. Also, after any official flash flood warnings, we waive the late fees due to the likelihood of death should you travel to Mud Corner at that time. So, when it's not raining, come on down to Mud Corner Movie Hut. This week, don't forget, we are getting 4 copies of Working Girl, starring Melanie Griffith and the Star Wars guy.
Well,
Movie Hut. Maybe someday they'll have Zag.
Oh, I don't know how. We don't go on VHS, but maybe we should.
Well, we won't go on VHS. I mean the show.
Oh, the show. That's right. Yeah, definitely. I don't know. Did they come out on?
Not yet, because
anything
season
yet?
1's not quite over yet.
I hear you. You know what? We had one of the tweet questions. What was the question about being canceled?
Yeah,
If
they
not, why
say,
not?
is Zag canceled? Is Zag not canceled?
I'm going to say not canceled.
Yeah.
Because
Who
people are
in
not
their right
criminally
mind
insane.
would cancel this show?
It should never
and
be
there's
canceled.
too many cliffhangers.
Yeah.
The basement on the beach.
Yeah.
The weird hospital wing that they just walk past like they're used to it.
Yeah. No, I can't believe it's canceled.
Too many questions. Who
Yeah.
would cancel it?
Only someone who who needs to die, I think would be my answer.
Yeah. No, I'm not usually
Nobody worth
as
knowing.
violent as you, but
you could be. I mean, you should be sometimes. You got to stand up for what you believe.
stand up for your right.
You got to party.
To party and to watch good TV, be entertained.
Yeah, my headphones aren't working right now, John. I'm really distracted.
Huh. I'm
But
sorry.
it's okay. They're fixed.
Oh.
I fixed them.
See?
I just wiggled the cord.
That's why
I'm
you're
the
tech.
techie.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's dive
right in.
Do it.
Let's do a quick
Recap.
rundown.
Go ahead. You do the recap.
So, Bobby's beheaded.
Well, okay.
Essentially.
To the extent that his head is no longer attached to his body.
Right, that's well said, because immediately they get him up, they carry him out.
They're like, walk it off, which seems like an underreaction.
And he's not, I mean, it seems like he's dead, frankly.
It does.
His head's on the ground.
It appears.
They're lifting his body.
Yeah.
They're trying to make it walk. I mean, it's almost gruesome.
Well, it's not the prettiest thing I've ever seen.
The blood is all over the rocks.
Well, it's splurting. Is that the right word?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Right, the blood's splurting out. It gets all over everybody. And they take him out of the shack. They go back onto the dunes. And that's, you see that the dunes are sort of the beach because you can see the ocean there.
You can see the ocean.
Which, again, I'm like,
oh,
what?
Yeah.
Where are we?
Right. But
yeah.
Don't forget the very important thing about that magic powder from that pouch.
It's right. You can't forget it because it really comes back into play.
It sure does, because I hope this isn't a spoiler. Bobby's not dead.
No, not at all.
No. Head firmly reattached to body.
Yep.
And it seems that when they zoom in and the powder along the...
Sure, those special
Well, I think
effects.
we called it the neck hole.
It was very much a neck hole.
Right. The powder that got spilled along the neck hole starts to like sparkle and liquefy.
And it reconnects the tissue.
And it starts pulling the head. The head just starts like getting magnetically pulled towards the body. And then you see the neck hole of the head, not the body, has the powder, and it's all sparkly and doing the same business.
Sparkly thing.
Yeah, I guess I'd call it the business. And then the head just like, foop, pop, back, just like that's the noise.
I know it was. It was like a cork out of a bottle.
Yeah, that's the head-on body sound.
And it's back to, I mean, that's
and it's
probably
backwards,
like,
which is at first hilarious.
Think of my vasectomy. It's like the same way.
Yes.
Reconnect.
Yeah. Magically, almost impossibly.
Yeah, almost.
Almost.
And yet,
except the evidence is there. There's a baby in the bun.
And Bobby just starts screaming. Bobby just starts.
Well, I think what I first don't understand is he's screaming because he was like dead for a little bit.
Yeah.
And now he's back, or is he screaming because his head is literally on backwards?
I think it's both. I think at first he's screaming because he was dead.
Right.
And then he looks down and he sees the backs of his hands.
His butt.
Essentially.
That must be like really weird to think, I'm not going to be able to see myself pee anymore.
Well, you could
for a guy. But I am going to be able to see myself poop. It's horrifying if you think about it.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, it's horrifying.
It is. For a moment there, I thought it could be interesting. But then, in practice.
In theory, it's like communism. In theory, A1. In practice, everybody gets kind of screwed.
No, look at Hitler.
Yeah.
That's what happens.
He was the worst communist ever.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I hear, not a nice guy.
No. That's the thing. Sometimes people are mean in their business life.
And in their home life, they're worse.
Well, that was
sometimes.
The case. Sometimes.
Yeah. Never good to promote Hitler. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that. So we are not...
I'm anti-Hitler. I'm anti all communists. Thank God the
Lenin
USSR.
had some...
Who?
John Lennon. He had some ideas about everybody just giving peace a chance and living together.
Sure. But then, before you know it...
He got shot.
Concentration camps. That's the thing. It's a slippery slope.
Yeah.
Why do you think we... Yeah, okay, again.
Yeah.
This is for
We
the
should
history
stay
of
Pittsville
podcast. But
Remember that time the Beatles came? Well, they flew over town.
Oh yeah.
They were
Wait, are you talking the band?
the band, the Beatles?
Okay.
Yeah, they flew over.
Because a lot of people don't know about Pittsville is that annually we actually get a swarm of beetles.
Yeah, it's deadly.
They're like a June bug, but
they have fangs.
yeah, they're poisonous and they'll bite you.
Yeah. Remember when they almost tried to bite Thor, but Thor stomped them all out?
Oh,
What
that
a
was
monster!
tough,
What a
though.
little monster! He's a tough guy.
He's tough. Well, he got bit pretty good.
Did he?
I mean, because the claws. I mean, if they don't bite you, they're going to scrape you up.
Yeah.
Those
Well, I'm glad he
beetles.
didn't get a real good bite because he'd be dead.
Yeah.
Go Thor! I'm Team Thor.
Team Thor. I'm
well,
Team
I'm
Thor
also
too.
Team Zeus too. And
Yeah,
Team
well,
Girl.
sometimes
All three of them are great.
They're great kids.
Yeah. How's the lip?
You know, it's all right. He's working through it.
Yeah.
It's summer now, so he doesn't have to be in school. That's always hard.
Good to not be in school. Those kids heckle.
Yeah, he doesn't.
I think I heard it as I was driving past the school one time, and I saw them out there, the three of them,
yeah.
hugging and was crying.
Yeah.
And I imagine it was some kind of a harassment thing. And I was like, "Hey, Thor, Zeus, girl."
Some of those
and
kids.
Zeus I could pick Zeus out a mile away with the lip.
Yeah.
And he just was like, big lip, big lip. I was like, "Oh, honey, it's going to be okay." And
I mean, some of those kids and
yeah.
their parents, I hate to say it, they're just little shits.
yeah.
You
You know what? You know what I wish on those parents
shits.
that let their kids be shits? I would big lip on all of them.
If only.
Yeah.
But this is not a just world.
No, it's not. It's not a sane or just world.
Unlike, may I say,
Zag.
the world of Zag.
The world of Zag is crazy, but just.
But just.
Din Din has
It's sort of a utopia.
yeah, it's kind of like an intentional community, or
actually,
or everybody's been banished from a better place, and they end up there,
Well, okay.
much like Pittsville.
Okay, so now we're getting to it.
Yep,
Because
Bobby is back together.
he's back, sort of.
Well, but then he goes to Big Dave,
He does, right to him.
and he's like, Big Dave, stop looking at the back of my head, and turns him around. He's like, I can't live like this. And Big Dave says, well, you're alive. Be grateful you're alive. And Bobby, and understandably, is like, I'd rather die than have my head on backwards.
Yeah.
And Big Dave's like, you did die, you moron. And
Yeah.
it was really hard. It was very, very, I thought they got along, but this was a real, fight.
Oh, this was a real fight.
Yeah.
Verbal
And he's like,
fight.
just help me. So Big Dave's like, fine. And grabs his head and
Oh.
just like that. I thought he broke his neck.
Well, he sounded like
But he didn't. He righted a wrong. And
Yeah.
Bobby's back to normal.
justice.
It's a just world. You were right.
And they're back to normal, and they're on the run. Because,
Of course they're on the
but
run.
now they have, the Marauder with them.
Right,
I mean,
the
what a
injured Marauder.
motley crew.
Yeah.
Because now we see streaming out from...
It's like a grotesque Gilligan's Island lineup, you know?
Yeah.
Because you'd have Bobby would be like the skipper. Mm-hmm. And Big Dave might be like the professor. Mm-hmm. And the lesbians are like Marianne and Ginger. Except they're like hot lesbians.
Who's the rat?
I'm going to
what
say
I've
it would
been-
be Mr. Howell.
Maybe it's more like Love Boat. You know
So
what
Bobby
I mean?
would be like Julie. And
yeah,
the
Big Dave's the boat.
Yeah. And in that case, I guess Cindy would be the love.
Right, if Dave's the boat.
Right.
Well,
All
because
right.
that's the other thing we start to see.
Yeah.
Is that there's some romance.
Oh, Bruin.
I think
And
so, at least.
I would be hesitant to get into a romantic relationship with somebody whose head was so far from their body, recently.
But he's Bobby.
But Bobby's so cute.
He's cute as a button.
He is. And Cindy falls head over heels. I get it. I totally get it.
So here's my question.
Yeah.
Because I brought a question today.
Oh, well.
And we
You have a
know
right.
that they have the hospital. They know they see something that looks like a hospital. It could be any number of things.
Right.
But my question to you is, how are they going to wrap it up? We're coming up on the end here.
We are coming up on the end.
How are they gonna wrap up the
I
first
had said
season?
we were gonna do episode
I
8,
know.
9, and 10. Can't.
Too much to talk
Too
about.
much. Episode 8 was so what I would call chock full of nuts. You know what I mean? Just like at every turn, there's something going on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what do you think? How are they going to wrap it up? Is there going to be a big twist?
I think there's a twist. Always.
Okay.
Always the twists and the turns. And the biggest thing that happened in this episode, go ahead, say it.
Well, you want to say it.
I do, but I'm trying to be...
No. All
fair.
right. All right.
I'm trying to be fair.
The rat starts talking.
The rat talks, but not in English.
Right.
In Russian, and nobody knows Russian.
No one there.
Nobody. They cannot find anybody. This comes back to the whole
And it's
Cyrillic
like a monologue.
thing. Oh my God! If
rat's
I didn't
going
know better, I would
on
think it
and
was
on.
a Shakespearean King Lear,
One of those
MacDougall thing.
Yeah.
Right? It goes on and on and on, and everybody's like, A, what the hell, the rat's talking.
Yeah.
B, does anybody know Russian?
Right. Nope.
And nobody does. Nobody
And that's
does.
when they think.
That's when Bobby and Cindy start to make out, which is uncomfortable because Cindy is markedly younger.
But again, what kind of world are we in at
Yeah,
this
we're in
point?
a different one.
And then
He's easily 35, 40.
I think he's supposed to play someone younger.
Oh, okay. So he's playing like a 20.
Yeah, it's like
And
Dawson's
she's-
Creek.
Yeah. She's playing like 20, I guess. But she's obviously 18, maybe.
Maybe.
Hopefully it's all
These are
legal.
actors.
They're actors. They don't know what they're doing. But yes, the rat starts to talk, and then from far down the beach, we hear the ting, 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 and we pan over, and it's a huge Ferris wheel
Right.
on the beach.
And there it is. And it just
But just zoom in, and who's in the Ferris wheel at the top as it gets to the top? Mm-hmm. Tell them.
well, I have a separate theory about this though.
You don't. Okay.
So it zooms in and you see that it's an animal
Right.
of some kind.
Or an animal costume, Johnny.
That's my theory.
Yeah, I think
Because first you zoom in and you're like, why is there a bear warthog
yeah, bear warthog.
creature
I think they called it bear hog.
just riding the
This Ferris wheel.
And immediately I think that's a costume.
Okay, I know that we won't find out until we watch the next episode
I know.
who's on the Ferris wheel, but I'm going to make a guess. I think it's the janitor.
That's right.
You think so too?
That's my thought.
That's a guess.
Because he hasn't been around.
Right. Yeah,
But what's with the outfit?
we don't know. We do not know.
And that's where it just Phil Collins. I mean, the way the score
It
builds on itself throughout the season.
it assists in telling the story without interfering with the story. And sometimes the music makes no sense. And you're like, the music is telling a different story.
Precisely.
That we'll find out later, maybe.
Precisely.
Yeah.
I mean, I got goosebumps right now. I'm covered in goose pimples.
I have a rash.
I did see that. It's high.
It's not, yeah, it's hives, but it's from a oak. Some kind of an oak.
Oh, well,
Poison oak.
That's going to happen.
All right.
Should we have one more sponsor?
We have a sponsor? Yeah, let me light it up. Do this real darn quick. This episode is brought to you not only by the Mud Corner Movie Shack. What's that called?
The Mud Corner Movie Hut?
Mud Corner Movie Hut.
Yeah.
This episode is also brought to you by Hork and Charlie's Meat House, Pittsville's premier sandwich shop. This week, Hork and Charlie is offering the limited time Zag Shack, toasted jalapeno cheddar bread piled high with thick sliced olive loaf, a melted blend of American and gorgonzola cheese, your choice of pickled veggies, all drenched in Charlie's signature fire ranch. 2 foot of sub for only $11.99 when you tell them you're nuts for Zag. Hork and Charlie's Meat House. You can't handle the meat. And that's all the time we have for episode 8 of Zag. What a ride. Johnny would be here to sign off with me, but Judith called and told him to get his ass home. So see you next time.